So
For real?
It just depends, man.
Fuck.
Some
Are you allowed to
stuff-
bring your own stuff? Like, if you want to bring your own, like, I don't know, like...
Previously on Clean as Phil.
I've seen guys to bring their mattress top. They bring their mattress top because they have a bad back or whatever.
What size are the beds?
They're like twin sizes.
Twin.
Yeah, your big ass one.
But you don't need anything
I
else.
wouldn't fit.
You know, yeah.
You need to bring a
like,
full size bed.
Yeah, you need to get the other bed next to him,
Yeah.
put them together.
Please give me a bigger bed.
Please, but look at me, bro.
I do get an exception, right?
I'm pretty sure some firefighters. I mean, I've seen tall
I've seen some big
firefighters
dudes,
too,
bro,
yeah.
and they still sleep on
And the
them.
twins still?
Shit.
Hell no.
There's some big dudes there, bro. I'm like,
Fuck.
damn, bro.
All right, but another question is like, what's the ranking in firefighters? Is there like a certain point when
Good question.
you don't have to?
Do all the like clean.
Yeah.
So another thing, when you apply and you're the rookie, which means like you just got hired, you should be and you are expected to cook, offer to cook, clean up, like make sure you mop the floor, make sure the towels are folded, like towels like to clean because Avery Station has a lot of towels to clean.
So it's everything pretty much on seniority.
Exactly. Yeah.
So the new guys get the shit jobs, but the guys that have been there for a long time get the more
they
cozy
to hang,
job.
Yeah,
right?
they get to hang out and stuff like that. So there is ranking. So right now I'm a firefighter, paramedic.
Mm-hmm.
People, different departments call it different things. Some call it FRO, some call it private, some call them FFPM, firefighter, paramedic. And then from there you can be a driver engineer. A driver or an engineer, or they call it driver engineer, which means you drive the truck or the engine. That's your job. You drive that and that's it.
And that's it.
And then you control, because when you're in the engine, you control the panels of how much pressure each hose gets, how much water gets what, and you know all that stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And
I always thought it was just like a switch. You turn your shit on and it's like that's it.
no,
Like you
there's so
control
much
it at the
stuff.
nozzle.
Yeah, so when you're in the nozzle, you're mostly likely just a firefighter, you just open and close. But the driver is the one that's trying to see how much, because when you hook up to a hydrant, you have a big hose that's connecting to the hydrant to the fire engine to supply water on this one.
Okay,
you only have
yeah,
500 gallons, you might need more. And then he decides how much pressure he wants to put it at, because if you put that bitch at 200 psi,
You're shooting
gonna
through walls.
Yeah, just
fucking squirt everywhere. And then so he decides that it's a pretty like technical job, you gotta think.
Oh yeah.
And then
I mean that's why it's called engineer.
yeah, and then you have the truck driver, which they're the ones who have to set the ladder if you need to go somewhere, and stuff like that. Which it's more complicated because you might have trees in the way, houses, the pavement might
angle
be,
that shit right.
might be like kind of
fucked
unstable.
up.
yeah, you don't want the truck to be leaning and then
Yeah,
all that
so
water. And,
that's your job, and then from there you're a lieutenant, which you're an officer. That's what they're called, officers, lieutenant, and captains. You become a lieutenant, a captain, and then from there you become a chief, which is a chief over your battalion, which battalions are basically...
The squad.
Yeah, pretty much. You're just over an area. So, like, you might be a chief and you're over, like, 5 different stations or in the south side
it's
of
not
town.
just one
Oh,
station.
okay.
Yeah,
So
or
when you
like
become
you're like
chief, you're the head
6
honcho. Like
exactly.
you're the manager.
But
Yeah.
so you said a chief is always out there at a scene,
At a fire.
At a fire, yeah.
Or a bad car accident. Or it just depends on department, how they do it.
What if it was like a murder scene?
Those are usually cops that need to be there.
Cause I've seen like just yesterday I'd gone to what's it called? I'd gone to like some movie theater and on the way there under a bridge, like I saw fire trucks, like I saw like a bunch of cops, and they had somebody covered up with a tarp or whatever. And
Yeah. No,
But sometimes it's also like misinformation on the person that calls. It's like I don't know. You know, there's a big car crash and there's a guy on the floor, and then it's like
that
all the
happens a lot.
firefighters
Like,
go out there.
Last
you know?
time we had a call that someone was getting hurt behind a building, like assaulted. We got up and it was just a little girl playing with her other friends. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, sometimes it could be.
Which is a good thing. Cause
yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
this
want to
is
see
good.
anything bad.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, have you ever gotten scarred for something you've seen like super crazy? Like,
No, my mentality is, it sounds kind of messed up, but I don't know these people personally, so I don't take it home with me.
okay, well, I mean that's good though because
Yeah,
like you don't want to go to sleep and then there's like all you see is just that one crazy ass thing that you saw.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
the
that
one-
shit'll
Have
fuck
you had
you
like
up.
nightmares though? Like be for real, like have you,
I've never had nightmares.
like nightmares where you wake up and you're like, damn, that was messed up. You know, like no,
Not even
for
like
sure.
whenever you're in the back of the ambulance or some shit.
So-
'Cause, like some crazy shit be happening behind ambulances.
Yeah, so the ambulance, I've seen some crazy stuff, but the main thing that I don't want to see is like kids hurt.
Oh, yeah. I don't think anybody would want to see kids hurt.
You know, and because like a lot of the time when kids are hurt, it's by accident or inflicted. No kid wants to get hurt on purpose.
Yeah.
So that hit a little harder to home, but
yeah, to know that. How could someone do that?
Got lots of widowers, just not forever.
Yeah. Thankfully, I won't have to encounter that. I don't want to.
Yeah,
but,
that's good.
Other than that, man, I always take it call by call. It's just like I'm here to help them for the time that I have them, and that's it. And from there on, I don't have control over it.
Yeah, just the best you can while you're there.
Mm-hmm. What is the craziest thing you've seen in the back of an ambulance? Because I know you've put out fires, you've helped people behind ambulances, you've done all this shit.
Or just in general, not even just behind an ambulance,
Man, probably. I mean, when it gets crazy, it's usually with trauma. So, like, when somebody's been shot or in a car, or a bad car accident. So, I'll say when those calls come in,
you're already bracing yourself.
And it's kind of like it sounds fucked up, but you get like an adrenaline rush. You're like, oh, how fucked up is it going to be? Because then I get to do this, and this.
Yeah. Well, you got to start predicting it, though, because you're not going to go in, like, completely, like, oh, I don't know what the fuck is going on, so I don't know how to treat you.
Yeah. See, the only thing, like, about, like, firefighter, paramedic, and stuff like that is you see the worst in the city, though.
No, I feel like if you're a cop, you see the worst because, like, it's like how he said, like.
Well, you still see, like, damn, you didn't know all this stuff was happening as we were growing up,
Yeah.
Like,
I would have never, because even then, like, until you became a firefighter, I had no idea that, like, firefighters were the ones in the ambulances following the fire trucks.
I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
Like, the people inside them are firefighters. Like, I had no idea.
Well, and for my department is. Some departments, like, I know off the top of my head, New York and Chicago, I think Detroit.
They have their own, they don't do it?
Yeah, they're just firefighters. And they have a private ambulance company.
Oh, shit.
Do the ambulance work, yeah. But, if anyone's wanting
But if anything, that's better for you guys, though, because
at the
end of the day, like, one, it's more paid. Two, you get more experience. What more do you want?
Exactly.
Like, at the end of the day, like, if later on you can't firefight no more and for whatever reason, you can become a paramedic because you have the experience for it.
I think it's good that firefighter, because imagine if you're out there like fighting a fire and stuff, and then you needed some first aid skills. You gotta it's good to know that too, because if the ambulance isn't there, you can do your thing right there.
Yeah,
and provide
the good thing about it, if something were to go down, well, it's one of your guys right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's a benefit. So if you're going to apply, I would personally advise you to shoot for the firefighter paramedic role.
If you can, if it's offered in
your area.
All right. So another thing that I'm sure everybody here is mostly for, like listening, is. So we already covered the basics of what you need to go in the entrance, and so what the requirements are. So now, if you want to, you don't have to. How much do you make a year?
So the starting base for the department, it's gone up for all over. Well, I say big cities, metropolitan areas. I got started off and all this is public information.
Yeah,
you can literally look it up. So, I started off at $61,000 a year.
Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, so that's just base pay.
And you still have room to go up.
Yeah, and then most departments, they pay you a year for a raise every year. Every year you get a raise.
Damn.
For longevity and like sticking with them.
Yeah.
And then you have certification pay, which you get paid because you're a paramedic monthly, a certain amount.
Damn, so that's extra. It's like a bonus, right?
That's just extra. And then I get paid extra because I can speak Spanish too.
Ooh.
It's an extra cash. And then there's their firefighter certification pay. Like they pay you for.
So there's just everything. Like literally, is this a shit where like they got like a okay, male check, bilingual check.
Yeah.
Like,
education pay. I know if you have a bachelor's degree, you get paid more.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then man, I say work for a big city again because overtime is always there. Always there.
The overtime?
Yep. It's always there.
All right, another question.
I can kind of see that because if you're in a small town like where like everybody knows each other's names, I mean,
everybody's
gonna be safe, shit like that. But like, you know, if you're in a big city where it's like, shit, someone down the, you know, fucking the way over there, like, there's something going down, we gotta go. And then that's where the overtime comes in.
That's good. Hey, another question. So far that you've been working firefighter.
If you're watching this, Liquid Death, sponsor us.
Liquid Death.
If has there been anything you've come across that you've like legit like been scared of? Where it's like I don't you know like I don't know if I want to go in there, you know.
Like have you ever been intimidated by a fire or anything like that?
Just something. Anything, every time you
anything,
go?
bro. When I see fire coming out of a building, I get rock solid. Like,
yeah. You're about to put it out.
I'm about to slay the dragon, brother.
True.
It's like I'm getting hard right now.
No,
so
just thinking about it. Just he's about to turn on the lighting down. Just the lighting.
Actually, I got a lighting.
Turn on the lighting.
What do you think about the axe, bro? I'm gonna set your house on fire. You think about it? You know,
fuck it. I got the insurance. It's all good.
No, man.
Gonna watch this video.
It's a rush, man. Like I said, there's danger in it, but everything that we do,
it's like the adrenaline to it. It's like
it's safe danger.
Yeah.
Know? If anything were to go wrong, like a building was to collapse, the chief would pull you out real quick. Like, hey, get out.
Okay.
But as far as seeing that, no, it's a rush.
What are like the worst risks and like?
The risk, I mean, the main risk is you can get hurt, you know, because you go into people's homes, you don't know how they live. They don't live like you.
You don't know the layout of the house either.
Well, you can kind of tell from the outside, but you can't tell what's inside.
Exactly. Like, I mean, like, obviously, you look inside, you look up from the outside, it's like, oh, yeah, it's a 2-story, there's got to be stairs.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. But you go inside, it's like, shit, where's the ladder at? Where's the stairs? I don't remember where the fuck is, you know, where's what?
Yeah, so, and then it's smoky and dark in there, so. I mean, the main thing, you could just get hurt. And no, I mean, nobody wants to get hurt.
What about like the gear? Could you still? Is it like okay? So you have like the face mask, right? Oh shit, you have the face mask, right? And does it help with see through the smoke any better or anything like that?
No, we got flashlights though. I got a flashlight on my helmet and a flashlight on my coat.
Oh yeah, that way you can see.
Before I go out,
you got the night lights.
Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes when it's really thick smoke, you can't. You still
I haven't fun on like.
How much does all the fucking gear weigh?
Like 100, man.
So I think just the coat and the pants and the boots and the helmet, I think that's just like 15 or 20 pounds.
But it's all fire retardant, right?
Yeah,
of course, yeah.
Yeah, you won't catch on fire, but I mean, if it's hot enough, you might catch on fire. You know what I mean? They're designed to not burn you.
Like it has a bunch of layers, right?
Yeah,
super thick.
It has 3 layers. Yeah, 3 layers. So I think that's like 15, 20 pounds, and then if you add the mask, and then we have an SCBA, which is your self-containing breathing device, which is where you breathe air.
Yeah, the oxygen.
It's actually not oxygen. It's just compressed.
Oh
air.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just because if it was oxygen.
Oh yeah, you'd be fucked up.
So, I think all that together, man, is probably like 30, 35 pounds. Yeah, and
that's not that much.
Well, it's a lot more like with you, and then you got the hose with you.
That's what I take a shit in the morning after I wake up.
Goddamn.
But well, I mean, compared to like back then, I'm pretty sure back then they used to weigh a lot more. No?
Oh yeah,
they actually were lighter.
They were lighter.
Yeah, back then they were lighter. They wore leather. You know how you wear a raincoat? You used to wear that.
But I feel like back in the day, it wasn't as safe as it is now. Because, I mean, I'm sure, like, actually, technology advances, right?
Yeah, back in the day, it was more like... Because, like, the way they make stuff now is made out of, like... It's not real wood anymore. That's why we have to wear a mask. Because it's all, like, artificial shit. So if you breathe that in...
It's going to get in your lungs, and then you're going to get fucked up.
But back in the day, they used real wood. Like, you can go outside and start a fire and breathe that in, you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So back in the day, that's what they were basically burning up. So they didn't really have to use a mask.
But now you have to.
But now you have to because of all this. Like, you didn't have all this back in the day. Like this, I don't know, what's it, plastic, whatever.
Yeah.
And you burn that and you breathe that in, and you're fucked.
Yeah. I don't know about plastic, like the sheetrock, you mean?
Yeah, even the way they build houses now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this one's built to the 70s, but.
Oh, well, maybe.
It still would,
Like
but
the OSB,
but the
that's
new
just
ones, the new
composite
ones,
wood
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
put
composite.
together.
Yeah.
It's not like
Just like scraps.
real like tree wood.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is why you know, and that's what most like if you I've driven around and you see how the houses are built. That's all they're made out of.
Yeah, the new one.
So
yeah. That's why the new ones like they build them cheap and they sell them expensive. Like it's fucking stupid. Leo. To someone out there watching right now, what's one of the main things that you would essentially tell them to prepare for? Like, what would you tell them to like?
sleep. The lack of sleep, you're gonna lose. That's probably the toughest part of the job for me personally is the lack of sleep.
Yeah.
I was fortunate enough yesterday that we didn't get any calls in the engine that I got to sleep.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
But when you're in the rescue,
I'm gonna see. I was about to say when you're in the paramedics, like, good luck trying to get some
Non-stop.
sleep.
nah, bro, you ain't getting no sleep. If you do, shit,
You're
did,
lucky.
you did something.
It's a unicorn day.
Yeah, it's a I'm gonna start saying that. I'm not gonna give you any credit for it. It's a unicorn day.
Hey, you better give credit to the Cleveland Milk Boys.
But no, the lack of sleep. Just prepare. You're gonna lose sleep. That's the main thing. And then when you lose sleep, your attitude changes. I mean, you're not as like go getty or whatever. If you're already a grumpy person, you'll be even more grumpy.
Is it like
Oh
back,
yeah, I mean, because
back
whenever
to
you're
back?
tired, you're
Like-
not yourself.
Like,
So-
you could get back, you're barely getting back in bed, and then boom, go.
Sometimes you don't even go to touch your bed. Sometimes,
Shit.
let's say I get a call, I get the patient, and I run. Damn! And then you take them to the hospital, right? You come back and you see a call that's in your area, and then you see another ambulance get in it. Well, the courtesy is you take your own calls in your area. Hey, I'll get that from that ambulance to give it to me. And you do it again, and then it happens again. And then sometimes you go back to the station, and then let's say the other ambulances in your area are gone, and you're the closest one to that call, well, you get called out.
Damn. Well, okay, I can see how that would work though. Like,
Yeah, I had times where
you don't want to
been-
drive like from one side to like, oh shit, the shit's already done.
Yeah, yeah. So sometimes I didn't even see my bed. I was just up for 24 hours straight,
Fuck.
and it.
I would assume
nights
that's
are
at the
bad.
very beginning though. Like whenever like, because like how you said the rookie, you know they.
No, I think it could
Make
just
you do
be
all the shit.
any shift, right? It could
Yeah,
just
it's
be-
any shift.
it
No,
could
it's
be-
just like
Like New
so when
Year's
you're in
or
an
something,
ambulance,
you know?
they cut you some slack because
Yeah.
they know that you're busy. They don't expect you to clean and cook while you're in the ambulance. You're like just take care of your your
Yeah.
stuff. If people are working, well help them out at the station. But they
Yeah,
don't.
but that's why they got other rookies, right?
Yeah, that's where there's other, or sometimes there's not a rookie, but I mean if the crew sees,
And the rinks.
Yeah, and if the crew sees that you're working and you're trying to do it, they'll take care of you.
Yeah.
They'll take care of you. I've been fortunate enough that every crew that I've been with, they've been great, and they've taken care of me. So
Nice.
they recognize work. They recognize it. Yep. As long as you work hard, man, you're good.
I feel like that's like that with everything though, like in life though. Like if you put in enough effort towards anything, then you're gonna have a good outcome, regardless of what the fuck it is. Like so, all right. So let's recap though, real quick. Another recap. So we've
recap
already
of a
gone over
recap.
all the things that you need for your exams, the entrances, the applications, how much you make, and what you would take from it, right? So
How much a firefighter would make, you know?
how
That's
much a
just with
firefighter-
my department.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have
so-
seen other surrounding departments pay
Less
more
or
than that.
More?
Starting more, but think
But it
about
depends on the area
They're
too.
smaller, so that's why they pay more, and there's less chance of you to promote. But I think for the most parts, most metropolitan areas are starting to pay more and recognize that hey, they work.
Okay, so we're gonna pause here for a second so we can put everything that we've talked about right here. Okay, we're good.
Nice.
So yeah, well shit. Well,
So you could skip back or forward, whatever you want in the video to see.
so is there anything else that like growing up as a kid, and like if it was a kid watching here, what would you tell him? Hey, like, you know this is what a firefighter is like being. So be it.
It's the best job in the world. I don't regret it. But most importantly, make sure you stick to your morals and why you got on the job, and always work hard and just put your head down. That's it. It's that simple.
Nice. See that's very humble. Like, there's not many people that can go out of the job and say like for instance, like how we were, you know, because we all worked retail at one point. Like I mean, it's different, you know. Like you just walk, you clock in, do your job, clock out.
At the
take
beginning
off.
of retail, it was like, oh yeah, sir, I'll help you. And then towards the
end, it's like it's over there. Go get it.
Yeah, towards the end, it was like
You just lose your.
Don't do that here, just because.
But I feel like it's different though because like
You don't know who you run into is a crazy thing, and you don't know who knows someone who works in the department. Someone always knows someone who works in the department, and not just because of that, but man, but you're there to help them. They call you when they can't handle a situation. You're there to take
exactly
care
no,
of it.
but like I said, even then at the same time, it's like it's different though, like because. I mean, well, I guess it's a two-side because like, it's how you said. There's all types of different people going into the job, right? But the way I see it is like if you want to become a firefighter or a policeman, that's something noble. You know, you're not going in there for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
So like I mean, but if you're going into retail, or you're going into like restaurants or some shit like that.
Some people, you gotta. It's all,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There's all different
This
kinds of
man had
people.
a bad experience.
There's some. No, I mean I've seen. It's how you said in every job there's all types of people.
No,
you know?
yeah, that's for
And
sure.
Some
There's
people
all
that go
types of
into it for
people.
the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Some
You
people
can't tell
just go
me
and be
there's-
like, I'm gonna be a firefighter because I'm gonna get some pussy.
Yeah, I'm gonna-
Same thing. There's some
Firefighter.
cops. There's some cops that start because they want to do some crooked shit.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm about to
Power
get
trip.
my tío that's a nautical and fucking.
Yeah,
bring all the
and then
Hell,
get
man.
this through and do this,
Yeah.
and it was like, yo,
I mean,
man.
hey.
But I feel like I mean I can see that. But what are you gonna benefit out of that at being a firefighter though? Like you know, like I feel
mean,
like for a
they're-
firefighter, they're nothing but good people. Like that's what I'm saying. Like what kind of crooked shit can you be as a firefighter?
Well,
Like
maybe not crooked like in the fact like that, but like, I mean, some guys just get on just because they want a job.
I guess that
and
makes
they
sense.
got
Or
lucky
maybe they
enough,
don't
you
care
know?
as much as the other firefighters.
Exactly,
you know?
yeah. But I mean,
Like they won't go out of their way you
to
know,
hide all the electronics under the blanket.
yeah, they might be like,
They
fuck
might
this
just
shit.
be like, man, spray
I mean,
everything down. You
and
know?
then if you encounter that, I'm sorry. You know,
Yeah.
I always try to think, man, what if this was my mom? What if that was my dad? What if this was my stuff?
Exactly.
And then
Oh,
some
cool.
fucking bozo and a firefighter came in here and fucking squirted my shit. Oh, we throwing hands. You ain't gonna squirt my shit. You know?
Yeah.
Oh
And
well,
then there's
yeah.
also some departments that train different though. There's some that
Yeah.
it's just like, man, just everything in there, like just put the fire out. Who cares what you mess up? you
Yeah.
know?
But if you guys get hired and you guys work in a low income area, don't discredit how they live or why they live that way. You don't know their reasoning. Just help them.
Just do what they called you there to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just do what they call you. And now listen, you will get called for some stuff where be like, what? You called me for this? But
Oh, like some crazy calls where
no,
it's
it's just like
Like my dad's smoking outside.
or like I can't sleep. Oh, okay, you know.
You heard something called NyQuil?
You know, so you're gonna get calls
Sleepy
like that.
time tea?
You're gonna get those calls, and you're gonna get those calls when you're like deprived of sleep and you're almost out, and you're gonna be like,
wait, but you don't answer the calls though, right?
yeah, they called the paramedics out for that.
Oh shit.
So,
But
so-
you don't talk
Oh
directly
no,
to-
that's dispatch.
Yeah, that's
so
what I'm saying.
dispatch will call them like, hey, what do you need? I need an ambulance here. Why? Because I can't sleep. What? Well, they
still-
ask for an ambulance, so you kind of have to,
Go
with what they
because-
wish for.
yeah.
We get called out and we go up to there and like, hey, what's going on? Oh, I can't sleep, and we're just like, okay, all right, well.
What do? You just wait?
Rockabye, baby.
Well, wait outside.
So
Sorry,
I
to
carry
sleep.
them on my arms and I go like this and I start kissing them on the forehead. I'm like, it's okay, go to sleep.
Sad,
And then
sad.
my
that's the
partner
wrong
goes
shit.
makes a bottle in which
No, with the warm milk, the chocolate
some
meat.
warm milk, Secrets of the fire department. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
I don't think any of that was true.
I mean, you just do what you can. You
Yeah.
just do what you can.
You just got to be like.
Speaking of training,
proper
he just said
about
he
it.
said something about training earlier. What did you guys go through for training? Because I know that like you don't just like just anybody out the street. Like oh I'm gonna go put out a fire. Give me a water hose.
Oh, you mean like the academy?
yeah.
Oh yeah, so you go through all like how to tie these ropes. You go actually have some videos where you rappel off of a building, which is pretty cool.
Alright, stop. Tighten this up. Alright, when you're ready, Joe, let's rock. Lean back faster, roll. Go. A little easier. Yep. I mean, it's a little jolt, but it's faster and you don't get caught up. There you go. Give yourself some warmth. Go slowly before you start walking. Good. And when y'all go over, if you're not real scared, if you'll just go inverted and stay head down first for a minute, and go for about 3 or 4 feet, and then get your feet up, it'll be a whole lot easier.
You also learn how to actually put out the fire. So you have an instructor who's is telling you how to do it, and then most departments have a simulation building where it's made out of just concrete, and they put pallets in there in an area.
So like a controlled fire.
Look it up. Get a little flame going through it. When you see this of it. What's up? There you go. Alright, so we're not heavy.
Yeah, so you set it on fire, and then they have engines where you can practice on, and you practice pulling off the hose from the engine and going in, and like communication wise and all that stuff. You go through everything that you might encounter in the field. They try to simulate it out there.
Was there somebody in the academy?
Okay.
Was there somebody in the academy that just didn't make it through? That you just saw him fail, and it's like, oh, well, you shouldn't have done that.
No, not through the academy. We did have a couple people just saying that they didn't want to do it anymore. They're just like, and that's okay. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not for
That's
me.
fine. I mean, you tried it, you didn't like it. Okay, that's cool. And then there's some people, and the only people that we had leave were just like, nah, I don't want to do it. No.
Yeah, it's just like, cool. I'm gonna go be a cop.
So, whenever have you actually fought any actual fires?
Nothing big. I've had a few like trailer fires, and I had a car fire, a grass fire. I did get caught out for a fire I saw fire coming up through the chimney.
Yeah.
But I haven't been the one getting in when there's like fire blazing in your face. I haven't been fortunate yet, but hopefully that day will come. But all the knowledge I'm spitting is just from guys who've done their time and told me about it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So just can't wait to slay the dragon.
But yeah, man, it's like I said, it's been a pleasure having you on the show. For giving us all the information for us,
sure,
not only for us,
sure.
but for all the people watching too.
We
who
learned
have
a lot.
hopes.
I learned a lot.
I learned a lot too.
Anytime,
Like for
man.
instance, this fucking axe. That's not an axe. It's more of a hammer.
What is it called?
It's called a piglet.
Piglet.
The piglet. That's what it's
I
called.
can't see it, but I'll go with it.
But you can like just
I
like
call
tear
it
holes
el
through it.
trompo.
Like that thing can't like tear a tree down, right?
No,
I mean,
fuck
I bet
no.
if I
Well,
put
it depends
enough
on the
force, I
tree.
can.
Put enough force.
But it's not meant to tear can a tree, you know?
Yeah.
It's meant to like break shit in here.
Just like holes in walls.
Particularly
holes in
computers and walls.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, thanks guys for tuning in for episode 3. It's been long awaited.
The
It's
firefighter.
been several months, several weeks. This has been Brandon, the firefighter. Thank you for coming on the show.
For sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's gonna be plenty more to come. Stay tuned, guys.
I'm coming.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell if you haven't already.
Hey, subscribe, bro. They legit.
Check our last 2 videos right here.
Bing bong.
Right here. Right there. Boom. Check our last 2 videos and
Can I say something?
Go for it.
If you have any
so-
questions, just put it in the comments. I might.
Oh yeah, there you
Might be a
go.
part-
oh yeah,
two.
he might be answering.
Yeah, he'll answer all your
I'll
questions
answer, bro.
if you have any
Yeah,
questions
whatever y'all
for
wanna
that
know.
we
Wait,
didn't
before
ask.
we close out, any questions you got for us?
Yeah.
How you guys liking the podcast, man?
That's pretty cool. Like I said, it's very informative. There's a lot of things that I'm learning, and it's only been episode 3. Like, I learned some things about him from episode 1, even though I already know most of them.
He knew most
I
of
knew some things about becoming a drummer if I ever wanted to be a musician,
Yeah.
and now a firefighter. So this is a journey for me as
So,
much as it is for everyone else.
We're learning because for sure this was the one I learned the most so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm not even gonna lie. For real.
anyone can do it, bro. Anybody can do it. You just
And
have
that's
to
what I'm
work
saying,
hard
and,
and
like,
put your head down.
That's what I want to take away from all of this. Of like, as far as this podcast goes, for you guys watching, if you guys, like I said, if you guys want to become a firefighter and you guys wanted some information, well, shit, now you got the information, you know. And if you want to take that step, take it. And like I said, there's plenty more to come, and yeah, just stay tuned.
I'm always coming.
All right, yo.
Peace out.
That's it.